Coming back around to social studies, on one of my older videos that I made, a test taker commented and shared a breakdown of what to expect on GED social studies, and this breakdown is accurate, so I wanted to share it here. The test taker says government and civics 50%, US history 20%, economics 15%, and geography 15%. So the main thing for social studies is to be prepared to answer questions based on passages, charts, graphs, data, stuff like that. And in my opinion, the best way to prepare for social studies is to do practice questions. And again, like I said earlier in the video, you won't have to worry about memorizing any specific details or anything like that going into your test. And two more points I want to make before I jump into the list here. So first, the following list is meant to give you an idea of what some of the passages might be about. And again, you're not going to have to go out and memorize detailed stuff about any of these topics. This is just to give you an idea of what some of the passages might be about. And there's no guaranteed way to know for sure exactly what's going to come up on your test. This is just a starting point here. And also, this list doesn't cover everything that could possibly show up on your test. So one of the topics that might pop up is exploration and colonization, also the American Revolutionary War, also westward expansion, also the Civil War, industrialization in the 1800s, World War I and II, the Great Depression, the Cold War, Civil Rights Movement in the 1950s, the Civil Rights Movement in the 1950s, and also mean, median, mode, and range questions. Now, you've heard me mention this before already, but I want to emphasize this again, that mean, median, mode, and range questions can come up on science, math, and social studies. So earlier in the video, I said that you might need to use your calculator for social studies. Well, if you get a mean, median, mode, and range question, that could be a case where you'd want to use your calculator to get the right answer. Also, you might get questions about government, like the Declaration of Independence, the branches of government, elections, U.S. political parties, the Electoral College, supply and demand, as we move into some of the economics topics that might pop up, markets, recessions and depressions, banking, stock market, and interest rates. Also, labor and consumer issues like collective bargaining, strikes, renewable versus non-renewable resources. And I just want to end this topics list here by emphasizing three different topics that I've heard show up on tests often. Now, again, I've said this once, you're probably getting tired of me saying it, but there's no guaranteed way to know exactly which topics are going to pop up on your test. But that being said, I've heard that questions on the U.S. Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and how a bill becomes a law do come up a lot. So just a heads up.